All right, guys, let's get to it. So we are here to talk about Facebook and using this social media platform as a way to grow your business. So first things first, you need to clean your page. By the way, guys, I'm just going to let you know right now, some of this is not going to make sense at first, but when we get to the end, it is all going to make sense as to why I'm having you do these things. To let you know really quickly before I continue, I have done about 2 years worth of research since Facebook has changed their algorithms. You can Google search their algorithms, and all they will do is tell you the date in which it took place. They do not give you specifics. So it's basically a series of trial and error interactions that I have done that have created this, that I have gained this knowledge from, that I am sharing with you. So first things first, you got to clean your page. You want to remove anything or anyone negative. You want to remove any photos that may be inappropriate. That kind of goes without saying, right? And you want to protect your family. For those of you that have kids, this will make sense in a moment when I get to the next slide. But you may want to remove photos of them if you don't want people to know, or if you, or maybe a spouse is a first responder or police officer, and you need to protect their identities, you'll want to do that. In some cases, you may need to just create a new page. If you do this, though, it is imperative that you are highly active and moving people over that you want to expose to your business, which is everybody, to this new page. Now we're going to talk about some things that you need to know. We're going to learn about privacy settings, the buttons, or at least the important buttons, because there's a lot of buttons. And this is a big one: algorithms, types of posts, the amount of posts. This is really crucial, you guys. And the times that you should post. I'll give you a moment to write those down. You might want to create a section in your notes for each one of these categories here, because I am going to go over them a little bit. Oh yeah, and interactions. I forgot. That's important too. There's another section for you guys. All right, moving on. Privacy settings. So this is going to freak some of you out, but you need to set your profile to public. You're like, what? Why do I need to set my profile to public? I just want to share this with my friends. Listen, guys, I want you to think of Facebook as your storefront, right? If you were a brick and mortar business, you wouldn't only let your friends come into your business. You want anybody and everybody as possible to come in off the street and walk into your store and shop. One of the reasons that you want to set your profile to public is this is going to allow all of your posts that you do to be seen by everyone. And you're like, okay, I don't really kind of want to go all the way public. I'm going to do one step down from that and let like friends and friends of friends. But here's the deal. If you post something and your friend shares it, and then that friend shares it, all of that third party's friends, if they're not friends with you, they cannot see your post. So this is why you want it to be public, so that friends of friends can see when your post is shared and what you've posted. Also, when you ask someone to search you by name, they will find you. In my case, believe it or not, there's quite a bit of Gregory Perez's on Facebook. So I put my middle initial in there, Gregory A. Perez. Usually when I'm standing next to somebody and I tell them to find me on Facebook, I give them my full name. I'm usually right up on the top when I use that middle initial. Next are the buttons. Oh, there's some favorite ones of mine in here. First and foremost is the obvious one. That's the comment button. That goes without saying. You click on it, you can comment on someone's post or photo. Next one is the like button. It's okay. It's there. I'll explain why in a little bit, why that's not that big of a deal, that big of a button to use. One of my favorite buttons is the love button. This is a great button to use. And again, I'll explain later why that button is one of my favorites. Then, of course, there is the share button, the check-in button. I'm going to speak on this really quickly, guys. So I don't use this button that often, and here's why. First of all, nobody cares if you're at the gas station. Nobody cares if you just went to the drugstore. Like, it drives me crazy when I see, like, every time they get to a destination, they check in. It's so ridiculous. Like, I mean, how vain of you to think that we care about your play-by-play trips throughout your day. It's really unnecessary. Also, you guys, this is a security issue. If you and your spouse or people in your household are away somewhere, don't check in. If somebody is watching you, they now know that you're not home. The only time I check in is when I know my husband is home and I'm at, like, I don't check in when I go to the grocery store and he's at home. I check in when I'm at one of our conventions or a training or dinner with a friend at a nice restaurant, something like that, something of importance or excitement. Don't be, what am I trying to say? Don't be one of those crazy check-in people that checks in at every location. The live button, we're not going to talk so much about that, but you do need to know where it's at, and you'll see why later. And my other favorite button, the block button. Guess what, guys? This is not breaking up with your, if somebody's negative, they're giving, or sarcastic comments, or they're trying to get political, which, by the way, you should not discuss politics on your Facebook, especially if you are planning to use this platform as a place of business. It's just not good to mix politics. When somebody responds negatively or comes at you with sarcasm, take it to a private message and tell them that you would appreciate them not sharing those types of negative thoughts. If they continue, block them. It doesn't mean you can't be friends outside of Facebook or you can't talk. Just explain to them, look, this is a place of business for me and I can't have it here. Next, we're going to talk about how many times you should post. This is going to shock you. For those of you that like to post and share everybody's happy-go-lucky, positive things, this is going to burst your bubble. Because guess what, guys? You should post only a maximum of 4 times a day. The reason you want to do this is it keeps yourself on top, meaning if I post something and you go to my page, if I have posted a bunch of other stuff, Facebook actually sees that and they're like, okay, this person's a little crazy. We're just going to move them down a little bit and let them see the people that they know that don't post as much. That's part of their algorithms. And we'll talk about that in just a little bit. So the more you post, the further you push stuff down on your timeline. If you post something important too, and you have somebody that you want to see that post and you send them to your page, if you've posted 10 things after that post, they have to scroll and scroll and scroll to find that post. So keeping it to a maximum of 4 posts a day is ideal. Any more than that, Facebook's going to slow your roll for you. Next are the types of posts. You want to do an inspirational post. These, by the way, guys, are in the order in which you should post throughout the day. So the first post of the day is an inspirational post. The second post of the day is a life post. The third post of the day is an inquiry. And the fourth post of the day is a family post. Now I'm going to break those down for you. Inspirational posts. So guys, when you are doing these, and I'll talk more later about apps that you can use to help create these posts just like this. You notice that I've used my face here. The reason you want to use your face on your inspirational post, you guys, is two reasons. Number one, studies have shown that people on Facebook are more likely to stop and read a post or look at a photo than they are to read a text post. I'll say that again. Studies have shown that people are more likely to stop scrolling and read or look at a photo that has writing on it than they are a plain written post. Number two, the reason you want to use your face is you are creating your brand. When somebody hears this quote again, or they remember it later in the day, they're going to see your face in it. And it's going to associate those positive thoughts, those good words with you. That is you creating your brand. It's crazy, right? It sounds so simple, but like I can hear it through the computer right now. So many light bulbs just went on. So the next is your life post. And guys, some of these, the bullet points that are going to come up are going to sound a little redundant. I'm really just trying to give you different words to trigger thoughts in your head to create ideas for you, okay? So a life post is going to be something like goals that you've attained, whether they are personal or professional. But here's what's important. If you are naming something professional, most of you, I think, on the line are here with Trinot. If you have, say you ranked up, you accomplished a rank or you acquired a bonus through your rank, when you post about it, maybe post your picture with, you holding your check. Make sure you blank out your name or hold the check backwards so you don't give away your personal information. But on that post, you're going to write, I'm so excited. I just hit my new rank with this new journey or, my new endeavor, and things are going amazing. The reason you don't want to say, I just got a new check with my company, Trinot. It's incredible. What people are going to do is go and look up Trinot. They're going to make their own decision, and you're not going to have the opportunity to personally engage them on what it is that you're doing with your life. So when you do this post, you guys, and someone says, oh my God, that's incredible. I want a Jeep. I want to know how to do that. What are you doing? Immediately take that to a private message. Go into your messenger and start talking with them there. Because again, if you answer the question in the comment thread underneath the post, people are already going to know their answer, and they're not going to be able to engage with you and ask their own questions. Some other things that you can do are new and different adventures. So maybe you took up hiking or biking or skydiving, something of that sort. Summarize an experience. Maybe you went to, a new nail salon and you got a brand new, I don't know, like some sort of lava mud foundation or foot scrub or something. So you can summarize that experience in your life post. Again, remember to take pictures. Changes in your journey. Maybe you were going to school, or all of a sudden you are, you're 55 years old, you've just retired from your 9-to-5 job, and you've decided to go back to school. What the heck? Tell us about it, okay? The next post in your day is your family post. So your child's first or your first day of school, or maybe even the last day of school, graduation. Birthdays are always a fun one to take pictures of and post about. Any accomplishments, somebody graduated, somebody, one of your children got an A on a test, or at least passed it because they've been studying super hard. These are things that you can share about. Or you've got family members that have come to visit you from out of town, just to give you an idea of some things that you can post for family. Holidays, those are always fun. There's always lots going on in holidays. We always group together and take a photo, post it, and say how lovely it was to be with your family. The next post is the inquiry post. These are big ones, you guys. Super, super big ones. And I'll explain why in the next section of training right after we finish the postings. So inquiry post. These are, you can ask like, what's your favorite season? The idea of the inquiry post, you guys, is to get people to hit the comment button and type an answer to you. I'll explain why that's important in just a moment. And again, these are the ones where they get kind of redundant, but I'm just trying to use different words to help trigger ideas for you. Preferences. So how about you take a picture of the beach and a picture of a snow-capped mountain, put them side by side and say, what do you prefer, winter or summer, or hot or cold, right? Red or green. These are things you can do. Opinions, guys. How about, what's your opinion on Chinese food or, you know, Indian food? Tell me your thoughts. Suggestions. Hey guys, I'm looking to get a teeth whitener. What teeth whitener do you suggest? There you go. All right. Next one is the most effective times to post. Try that again. To post on Facebook. Check out this little graph here, and I'm gonna pull up, where is my laser pointer? So what's really important, you guys, is that you post right before these jumps that you see in these bars right here. So 4 posts a day. So here, right here at around 6:30, 6:45 is gonna be my first post, because we get a big jump in engagement from 6 a.m. to 7. Do you guys see that? So you wanna be right here. So as this group of people logs on, you're at the top of the timeline. You can do another one right here. What is that, 8:30, 9 o'clock? I would wait, because I like to catch this big wave over here. So my next post I do is at 11:30. So I hit the noontime crowd. People go on their lunch break, they check their Facebook while they're eating lunch. So 11:30 is a great time to post. I do another one right here. That's at 5 o'clock, right as people get off work. So 4:30 is another great time to post. You're gonna catch all these people right here. Say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't read military time. 7 o'clock is a great time to post. And then you wanna hit this descend right here, right before it gets late and people drop off. So this is generally after dinner when people are getting ready to go to bed. That's gonna be your inquiry post. Plus that'll also, guys, remember that inquiry post is also gonna show up in the morning for the next day when these people when this starts going back up. Does that make sense? I hope. What's the best day to post? Boom. It is Wednesday. Wednesday has the highest engagement, you guys. For those of you that know me and follow me on Facebook, you know that every Wednesday at 12 o'clock, I do my lunchtime live Wellness Wednesday. I speak for about a half hour on wellness. I've done it for a long time. It's always been my most successful, most popular post, or excuse me, my most popular live. And here the numbers show that's where to go. Get this out of the way now. All right, algorithms. Hold on to your hats, guys, and get that pen smoking on the paper, because this is where it's at. So what is an algorithm? It took me forever to even know how to spell algorithm. I had to Google it, because I was like, I thought that it's algorithm. I thought that was an A, not an O. Funny. Here's the definition, you guys. It's a process or a set of rules to be followed in calculation or other problem-solving operations, especially by a computer. That sounds so complex and scary, doesn't it? Here's how Facebook algorithms work. Think of them as a point system, okay? What's the object? It's to get as many points as possible in your day of Facebook. And you want to get points with as many people as possible. How do you do that? Here we go. Here's how to gain points, you guys. Number one, interact. Go to people's personal pages. How many of you, I can't see your hands, but just I'm triggering thoughts here for you. How many of you see the same people on your Facebook over and over and over again, but you've got 300 friends, but you're seeing the same 20 people? Right? You just thought about that. Another light bulb moment. That is Facebook algorithms. Facebook is intentionally putting in front of you the people that you interact with the most. So you need to get out. You need to get out of that rut. Think about some friends that you haven't seen or heard from in a while. Search their name in the search bar at the top of your page of Facebook. Go to their personal page and start looking at their photos. Comment on them. Okay, that's a form of interaction. That gives you points. Comment. And guys, it doesn't matter whether you comment on word posts or photos, just comment. And please, don't just go, hey, or hi, be sincere. Because this is also, your business is about developing relationships. This is an opportunity and a place, a point of connection for you and potential customers or business partners. Use the love button, you guys. If you hit the like button, guess what? Facebook doesn't care. They don't consider that an interaction. It gives you no points in the algorithm game. So use the love button. Share stuff. If someone posts something that speaks to you, it is proper Facebook etiquette that you first ask to share it. If they have put something up that is maybe a quote or something that really speaks to you, consider rewording that and just make it your own. Put it over tomorrow's inspirational post. Okay? That is how you gain points. So let me go back. Let me review talking about those posts that you do. So when you do the inquiry post, you guys, you see here, people are going to comment. That's something that's going to give you points with these people. When you are going and interacting on new pages, you're increasing that. What that does is the next time you post, that person that you just interacted with for the first time in a long time is more likely to see a post that you post on your page. It's going to show up on their timeline and you're going to make a connection with them so they can interact with you. And something, you guys, that I forgot to put on here is resetting your algorithm. You can actually reset your point system. And I am going to tell you how to do that right now. I should have created a slide and I didn't, and I'm sorry. But you have to do it from a computer. You cannot do it on your phone. You cannot do it on a tablet. What you're going to do is go on a computer, go to Facebook, go to your profile. You know the difference between your timeline and your profile. When you first open Facebook, that is your timeline. You're seeing posts from everybody. When you go to your profile, it's all the stuff that you've posted, okay? So you're on your profile. You're gonna click on your friends list. Scroll down all the way to the bottom of your friends list. Wait for your computer to populate every name and every photo of your friends. Once you've done that, you have just reset your algorithm. I want you guys all, when we get off this call, to go and do that and tell me if when you open your Facebook tomorrow, it doesn't look like a whole new Facebook. Like you're going to see all new people coming up on your page. It's really amazing. I recommend that you do this once a week. Be consistent. Do everything that we talked about every day. I'm not leading by example right now because I have been so busy with my business. I've not had the opportunity to. Facebook has changed rules, and I believe some laws came into effect that basically discontinued the use of certain apps. There used to be an app where you could program your posts, and it would automatically drop posts at a specific time. So if you were stuck with the kids at, practice, or you were at a doctor's appointment and you missed that 11:30 afternoon posting time, there were apps that would post for you. They no longer allow that, unfortunately. Create a bank of photos, you guys. Ladies and gentlemen, when you're having a good hair day, take a couple photos of yourselves. And here's a real cool little nugget. When I'm having a good hair day, guys, I take a photo of myself and then I go and change my shirt really quick, and then I'll stand somewhere else in my house and take another photo. And then I'll go change my shirt and take another photo. So then I just got 3 photos out of my one good hair day. Ladies, when you're having a good hair day, good makeup day, take a couple of photos, change your blouse, change your top so it looks like you're wearing something different. It's a different day. You can use this when you're creating your inspirational post, or take a picture with your hair up and then a picture with your hair down. Plan ahead, guys. Think about your posts. I go in and use a few apps to do those picture inspirational posts and write them down ahead of time, or I create them and save them. Whoops. Hold on. Wait, won't let me do it. There we go. Sorry. So plan ahead, guys. There we go. Use apps to help you. This makes it so much easier. Save all your photos, you guys, with your quotes. Super important. Wait about 3 months and then you can recycle them. People forget, or they get excited because they're like, oh, I remember when he said that a few months ago. Gosh, it just made my day. I'm so glad he's still doing his thing. There we go, guys. Thank you so much. I'm going to throw onto the screen right now a few apps that you can use. These are iPhone apps and iPad apps. WordSwag is the one that I use to make those inspirational quotes. It's called Typorama if you are searching on your iPad. It is the same app, it just has a different name. Legend does some really cool animation with words. You can do it over pictures. Ripple does the same thing, very similar. And they actually, I believe you can actually sign up on Ripple and they will track who looks at your post and responds to your post. So you can really do some analytics on that. It's really cool. UCam Perfect. If you take a picture, it's the wrong angle and you've got bags that you don't want showing, you can fix those with UCam Perfect. It also helps if you got any red eye. Ladies, if you don't have a full face of makeup, there's some apps through them too as well that you can freshen up your look a bit. For those of you that are a little more savvy, there's Pixomatic. I used this app before I got Photoshop on my iPad, which is how I created the poster or the flyer for this event. And guess what, guys? I'm coming back to you. I'm going to do another training and it's all going to be on going live. I really, really appreciate you all being with me and spending some time with me this evening. I just hit the 30-minute mark. Woohoo! So I did that all just in time. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me. Or if a leader got you on here and they obviously have my information, feel free to ask them to connect me with you and I will answer any questions and help you in any way that I can. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your evening. And I hope to see you all really soon in the next training when I talk to you and teach you about how to go live. Have a blessed evening. Love you hard.